What is privilege in nonprofit DEI discussions? Imagine walking into a room and feeling like you belong without even trying. That feeling often comes from privilege, a term that gets talked about a lot in nonprofit diversity, equity, and inclusion discussions. Privilege means having advantages that you didn't earn and that others might not have. These advantages are based on things like race, gender, income level, ability, or sexual orientation. Sometimes, people aren't even aware they have privilege because it feels normal to them. In nonprofit work, understanding privilege is key to making real progress on fairness. It shows us how some groups might have easier access to leadership roles or funding. For example, people from certain racial or economic backgrounds might find it simpler to get hired or promoted. They might also face fewer obstacles when trying to connect with communities or raise money. Recognizing these advantages helps nonprofit leaders see where barriers exist for marginalized groups. Privilege can show up in many ways. Someone might be more likely to be asked to speak at events or sit on decision-making committees. They might find it easier to network or get support because of their background. On the flip side, people without certain privileges often face discrimination, bias, or exclusion. These barriers can limit their chances to grow or succeed within organizations or communities. Nonprofits work to raise awareness about privilege by encouraging staff and leaders to reflect it on their own identities. This self-awareness helps create a more inclusive culture. For example, training sessions can help staff see how their own privileges shape their views and actions. Organizations might also design hiring practices that actively seek out diverse candidates or create spaces for honest conversations about power and inequality. Using data is another way nonprofits address privilege. By analyzing who is being served and who is in leadership, organizations can spot disparities. This helps them adjust policies and practices to be more equitable. The goal isn't to make anyone feel guilty but to understand how advantages work so they can be used to support others. In nonprofit management, recognizing privilege means using that awareness to build stronger, fairer organizations. It's about making sure everyone has a fair shot at success and that the organization truly reflects the communities it serves. When nonprofit leaders understand privilege, they can better advocate for justice, create inclusive environments, and develop programs that reach marginalized groups effectively.